Lighter? I got you guys. Just kidding. Yeah, so we're going to talk about smoking. Smoking is one of those things as human beings that we participate with. And of course, as oral health care practitioners, we care about things that go into your mouth. And smoking is one of those things that is neither nutritive, it's not nourishing to us. And for those who smoke, of course, they say it gives a certain temporary pleasure. That's the key word. And because it's temporary, they have to keep repeating it in order to feel this high all the time. But smoking is really unhealthy for our teeth and for the oral cavity as a general. Smokers are probably 6 times more vulnerable to gum disease than non-smokers. I wish that was the end of the story. The list is endless of the harmful effects that we expose our bodies to through smoking. Smoking tends to depress your immune system, and therefore your body's ability to fight infections is affected. Also, it tends to cause our gums to swell, they get inflamed, and eventually the gums recede. Also, just from a cosmetic standpoint, they tend to cause our teeth to be yellow. You'll then be forced maybe to wear a brown tie to match. So let me just give you the complete list of the things that affect us from smoking. Number one, which is probably the one that most people are aware of, it is lung cancer. But there's also what we call oral cancer, which occurs in our oral mucosa. Then there's periodontal disease or gum disease. This is the weakening of the tissues that support our teeth. And eventually, of course, the outcome is that we'll end up losing our teeth. Also, just a social stigma that it causes your breath to be unpleasant and foul. So bad breath is one of the common issues that smokers have. And then, of course, there's tooth erosion. The whole chemistry in the mouth is altered, and our teeth are exposed to tooth erosion. Poor healing as well. Even surgeons tend to avoid working in the mouth in oral smokers because the healing is really poor. And when we remove teeth, we find that they are more prone to what we call dry socket, a very painful experience after you've had teeth being removed. And also the tongue tends to be very hairy, projections and hairy, and it's stained and it's dark. A very unpleasant sight to look at. Then there's the issue of taste. The taste is reduced, so you have to compensate by adding more salt and eating more spicy foods. And the salt also brings a whole other dimension to our health, blood pressure and diseases related, what we call cardiovascular diseases. And then there's what we call the smoker's face. The face feels dry, dehydrated, it's wrinkling around the mouth, and you look more aged than you are. So I hope I caught your attention there with me trying to smoke. I don't smoke. I tried smoking when I was in high school, and I'm lucky enough that I stopped early enough. I know it's difficult once you start on this journey. I would advise that if you have any issues with smoking, you visit your dentist and they'll give you advice how to deal with some of the effects of smoking. Thank you very much for your attention.